Yeah. So, wanted to say that the septic tank process is in the way. It is on the way. It is in the way. No, it's on the way. It's on the way. They're going to take the septic tank. They will do the sock pit, but this is it. So good morning, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Auntie Jacquiesdiary. I talk about my relocation journey from the UK to Uganda, having been there for so many years, and what I'm going through within Uganda now. So where we are now, we are in the process of having plumbing done in the house, sock pit, septic tank, and everything. So yeah, hey, my people, good morning. I'm done everything. So I have people doing the sock pit and a bit of the plumbing, because somebody has come through and told me to do something for Jeremiah. They say, oh, bless him, he can't go down. And it's amazing. After all that, you can't believe what has happened. Young Grace, the help at the house, went to the toilet last night, and of course we have no lights there, and you know, it's a pit latrine, and her phone fell in the latrine. She was screaming and yelling and wailing, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. So this plumbing thing is coming in, you know, at the right time, because it's a high risk, that, you know, very big risk, because we take the phones, there's no lights. So my family, I hope you're well. Good morning. Thank you very much for coming back to this channel at Jackie's Diaries. We are both talking about our journey back to the motherland. I'm like one of those typical diasporan people, and I'm not anyway. I'm typical Ugandan. But yeah, so I'm talking about on this channel, I talk about my journey back to my motherland, of course, my home country, and how I'm finding life, and in the process of our building. We moved into an unfinished building, and slowly by slowly we are getting the house done, little by little. So we finished the gate. We finished the gate. You can see there. Somebody then has gifted Jeremiah with a little bit of plumbing. Initially, I was going to start very tiny, just a small toilet, one of the toilets in the room in the house, the public one, and a tiny soak pit for him to use. But the person said, try and see if you can do a proper soak pit, and the money is so much. I'm like, oh my goodness me, really? So I don't know. I'm trusting. So I'm doing it, but I'm trusting. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for everything you've done for me, by watching, by supporting, by everything. Thank you. Comments, suggestions. Thank you. Thank you and thank you. Yeah, we're here with our grandma thing today, which yeah. So thank you very much. Blessings and blessings. Kanchi waza kubita kando kumushenyi. Waza kulimaho guntu gutanka. Eh. Itaka kuba kwiyogerayo. Hacho mukazi narongo no musiganka. Naronga labita ni mtaha mwano. Ari mucharo kahe. Abarongo bazara yari. Kuba kwete sarongo. Okay, so we're gonna use this for leveling the ground. But it's just very weird how it's gonna be done because there's no space. Because apparently the sock pit is going to go here. So if the sock pit goes here, how are they going to do both of them when we still have this man? Ina tahamo binitak. Noza tahamo. Okay. Shana najta. At this time, I'm just praying that the dirt is taken away, and there's a neighbor whom I've been trusting so much because he has seemed to be so helpful and understanding. But like everyone else, he wanted a jawro. The only thing I can say about our people is you come and take the good, the bad and the ugly, but honestly, peace prevails. Yeah, prevails. We rebuke that in the mighty name of Jesus. That's never we rebuke it in the mighty name of Jesus. The first of the 2 trucks that the neighbor has brought at 25k, and so because I really did try to get people to get the dirt for free, but I couldn't, not knowing that I think he was going around telling them not to come and get it. So now this is the first of the 2 trucks. I took 2 trucks and I stopped it, and he was so angry with the person who dug the sock pit, saying that he told me not to pay him for the dirt, which wasn't true. I just calculated it and I said, no, it won't work for me. Good morning. This is day what? This is day 4 of septic tank building. Day 4. By today, it should be 12 feet deep dug. The digging contractor hadn't even reached at 9 feet, but he told me it was 10 feet. So he told me it was ready to be built. So I got in touch with the builders for the septic tank to come and start doing the job. When they got there, it wasn't even, I think, 8 or 9 feet. So they had to go back. But you have to compensate for their time because they have left their job to come and do your job. After I stopped the neighbor from taking the sand for 25k, which is about £5.50 give and take on the exchange rate, this dirt is now here. Every person I contact in the vicinity, in the village, is not wanting the dirt. And I'm like, hang on a minute. This seems fishy. But well, we keep trying. So by the way, this dirt is used by people who are building to backfill their houses. And we have got so many people who are building in the village. So it is just so weird that it is not being taken, and it's normally taken from, they'll be paying me about £1 or £2 per trip, but well, still struggling. God is great. Finally, my brother has got a friend, a colleague, acquaintance who is having a new parking lot built, so he wants the dirt and he is taking it, not paying me but paying those guys to take it. And I'm like, you know what, take it please, because otherwise we are not able to build the sock pit down there because the dirt is too much, and we are going to get so much more dirt from the sock pit, almost as much as that. Yeah, So by the way, somebody told me that the reason the people who contracted with the building of the digging of the septic tank were taking their time is because they were being fed. It didn't make sense to me, because if you're being fed, whether you're being fed or not, you're wasting your days on a job where you're not going to get any more money. But having said that, the feeding of the builders in here has totally stopped. Of course, things are falling apart here. It's a story for another day, but no more feeding of the builders. They feed themselves like in any other building site. The sock pit guy is meant to be digging where the dirt is, so that needs to be getting rid of it. But the person who dug the septic was meant to have dug the sock pit. But I've taken that job away from them because honestly what they did was wrong. They took a long time. I'm not going to take a risk of them coming to the sock pit and they don't finish it on time. So I'm saying, you know what, they're not doing the job. The sock pit contractor was telling me that the sock pit builders don't know what they're talking about, that he's never dug a pit which is more than 9 feet. But eventually the sock pit builders told me that the last job they did, the feet were even much more than 12 feet. It rained really bad last night. Actually, let me squeeze through. It rained really bad last night. And I don't know if you can see where the actual... There, that's where the new plots are being done. But just look. The stream comes from all the way there and goes all the way. Those are rice fields, and you can see how they are. Oh my goodness me, look at that. I really pray that people who buy the plots know about this flooding risk, but also when they build in a better way than what I've been seeing where homes get flooded here. So because it rained last night, they are struggling to get into the gate. It is so muddy and of course slippery, and they're doing everything they can, but some of the techniques they use to make the vehicle move are so risky. You're gonna see somebody really pumping and pushing the car, and if that wheel moves a little bit left or right, honestly I think they would just crush their feet. So risky. Totally stuck. I just really pray that it goes through, because we need to get rid of all this dirt. The way the vehicle is moving, I'm really frightened that it's gonna crash the gate, and I know that if it crashes the gate, I'll really have little to say about them compensating it. Agumao. No! Almost went into the gate like I just thought. Oh dear. Shana bati homaramu. Ni mtiangu yenchi. Patrick. Bati homaramu. Pat. Patrick. Yeah, maybe. There's a song here by one of the gospel artists in Uganda who says Annie, who can sit God's seat. Now it is so overcast, as you can tell, really overcast. So about to drop. The rain's about to drop. I ordinarily like rain, but today, because I'm doing this, I'm thinking myself, please, maybe hold on. However, if it rains, then I'll have to, have to do what? It's to do what do you call it? Save the 20k for water, or I don't know. But I would do this. I want the rain, but I just want this one to go. Septic tank building is on the way. It is started. Those blocks are the bricks, special bricks from clay. We get them from very far, slightly more expensive, but they're the specific ones we need for the septic tank. Meanwhile, as we see the septic tank being built, the builder is explaining to me how it wasn't done right, in spite of the actual contractor who dug it telling me that the builder didn't know what they were doing. So they're having to right build it in that way, meaning that the sides remain and they have to be backfilled with some material which has got to be either bought or used somehow. Anyway, that's it. So thank you, my dears. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my family. This is it for now. More is to come. Please keep tuned, keep supporting, and thank you very much for all the support. Blessings and blessings. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. I'll see you in the next one. Lovings and lovings. Blessings. Bye for now.